In today's video, I want to take a special look at one of my favorite Star Wars games of all time, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. This game came out in 2003 and takes place after the original trilogy, and you find yourself in the academy of Luke Skywalker training under Jedi Master Kal Katarn. Now, throughout the various worlds that you visit across the galaxy, you can choose to stay the path of the Jedi or fall down the path of the dark side. The story mode is absolutely great, and it's just the tip of the iceberg with this game. Next, I want to get into the multiplayer. The multiplayer was stacked full of content. It had split screen, you can play over the internet, you could do system link LAN, and on top of all those things I just mentioned, you could also play with bots, which was really good for me growing up because I didn't have anybody really to play the game with. So for me to be able to enjoy the multiplayer features, I was able to play with bots. And at the time of this game, the bots were actually pretty dang smart for the OG Xbox. Now, I want to talk about these things that you could do in this game in kind of like categories. First, I want to talk about the movement. The movement of this game was absolutely insane. You could run on the side of walls, you can run up the walls and flip off of them, you can plant off of the wall, jump off of it, you could do backflips, all kinds of crazy stuff. You can throw kicks, you can knock people down. The movement was absolutely crazy. Then we're going to get into the combat. The combat was broken down into like 3 different sections. You had lightsabers, you had force powers, and you also had blasters. So if you didn't want to wield the lightsaber, you could use a blaster. Now with the lightsabers, you have the choice of choosing a standard single blade lightsaber, dual 2 lightsabers, or a lightsaber staff. You could change the handles of them, the color of each individual blade, and you had different stances as well, along with special movements. The game modes included things like free-for-all, team free-for-all, duel, and capture the flag. You had a lot of different modes to work with. Not to mention, the mods for this game are absolutely insane. When I did have this game on the PC, they had a mod, I think it was called Movie Duels or something like that, and it just brung all the stuff in from the films, and it was absolutely incredible. If you have a PC and you like to game on PC and you like to do mods, highly recommend that for Jedi Academy. I'm going to leave you all with the footage of the game, but I highly recommend, if you're into OG games, you're a Star Wars fan and you haven't played this one yet, I highly recommend you check it out. At some point, I am going to do a playthrough of this on my channel. Until then, I'll catch you in the next one.
You are now at one with the Force.